our special favorite SA superstar and 3 times gold Olympic medal winner of thievery has been unbanned. She has been unbanned. Nina Lin has once again been unbanned. It is very funny. She got away with it by ref. We'll go in. It is very interesting. Not this spooky. Yeah, this is spooky too. And my theory, I'm going to say this, that's a man. I'm going to say it. That is like the voice, that is a man. That thing has a penis. Nobody will prove it otherwise to me. That thing has a penis. Is it just me or is this aspect ratio very odd? This aspect... Did Rev change his aspect ratio? That's weird. It's off-putting. What is this?
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So today we'll be once again talking about Twitch's incompetence and their favoritism when it comes to applying their own TOS. And it's going to be updates regarding the Nina Lin situation. Some pretty awful...
Now, let's go through what she did. So the first time people noticed her is when she was SAing a dude on stream, rubbing her body with another female streamer who seems to be very quiet because she knows that she fucked up. She was rubbing her body sexually on another man. That man was not interested. She also was very touchy and just weird about it, pulling on him. You get the idea. Then afterwards, she straight up said, it's actually embarrassing for him to say that he was SA'd. That's embarrassing for him. Of course, right? Straight up going to blame the victim, obviously. Later, people found another clip of her touching a man that she was not supposed to touch. That was a situation where a professional massage dude was supposed to massage another content creator, but she pushed that guy to the side and did the massage herself. Another one. And then people called her stealing from Target. Not once, not twice, but many, many times. Many times. By, for example, going to these, like, self-paying thingies and then, like, scanning them the wrong way. You get the idea? That's what she does. That's who she is. Dan Clancy just refuses to ban her. I wonder why.
Ones. Spoiler alert, Twitch has once again dropped the ball, and when faced with the easiest route of decisions when it comes to applying their TOS against bad actors like this, they have shown their favoritism and applied it differently to some of their favorites versus some of the people they do not have such favoritism towards. Now, in case you're looking at Nina Lin here, she's been unbanned again. This comes as a shock to probably no one else unless your name is Kaya, because...
Yeah, you can... He made a Kaya joke. You could literally Avada Kedavra your dog on stream and they'd be like, oh no. Anyways, they could literally do that. Literally, you could literally.
They will bend the rules to protect this woman for some reason that I really cannot understand, other than just a general favoritism of Dan Clancy to.
Maybe Dan Clancy. See, if she's banned, you can't take her out to dinner. Very simple.
Any female streamer he finds attractive or something. But yeah, this is someone you might be looking at and you're like, who is this person? Why is she like so important? Why is so many people talking about her?
Apparently she also has a history of abusing her brother. That's just what she herself said. So yeah, her behavior doesn't come as a surprise if she genuinely has a history with abusing her brother. This woman has no boundaries and should technically be permabanned. And I think recently there's a lot of people who have been driving while streaming and doing horrendous shit. I think all platforms should definitely, while we're at it, might as well say it, should definitely ban everyone that drives while streaming. That's all.
Well, she's not just your run-of-the-mill nuisance streamer who goes out in public and tries to like fight people and provoke react.
Oh, there was another one. Yeah, she was fighting somebody, like almost ready to fight someone. Throw hands with another lady who was just saying, yo, you're being disruptive. That was another one.
Actions for content. She is someone who's actually done some pretty heinous things, including committing SA against a male streamer live on Twitch And her initial response to the outrage of that clip going viral was to call it embarrassing for someone like him to be assaulted by someone like her. She would get banned for 1 week. 1 week for committing a crime live on Twitch. Then she would make a return stream.
Remember how Tectone got 2 weeks for calling Frogan fat? Remember that? Yeah.
Where she would mock these other men on her stream, asking them for consent before she starts putting her hands on them. And, she got banned again, because around that time, another clip would go viral of her essaying another male streamer. And how long was she banned for that one? About 2 days. And also, do you know the sort of public reception at the time? Well, a lot of streamers were coming out and defending her. Yes, the LA circle jerk of streamers were defending her behavior and calling critics misogynists.
Yes. The misogynist. Yes. People saying you shouldn't SA others are misogynists. We've come full circle. We've come full circle. And you are telling me that, it's men's fault that men aren't going out and saying, talking about what happened to them, talking about them being victims. Oh, it's men's fault, of course. Right? Men make fun of other men who are victims. That sounds like it's the women. It sounds like it's the women, too. Weird.
And women haters. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, there was another situation after her second unbanning where she was caught shoplifting from Target. And that would turn out to be one of many.
Why does this chick have so many simps? Look at this. This is the Grinch without makeup. Why are so many men simping for this thing? This is a whole different woman. She's the Beauty and the Beast.
Many examples of that. And, she would get banned again. This was a couple weeks ago. And oddly enough, she's been banned longer for shoplifting at Target than she was for both of the previous SA accounts combined. And it wasn't just a little shoplifting, by the way. It was like
yeah, you cannot tell me, by the way, she's this stupid and not knowing how to scan this. Nope.
rampant shoplifting. Her just showing herself off, stealing right on camera, live on Twitch in a long compilation. There's like an 8-minute compilation overall of all the times she has done this shamelessly on Twitch. And even during this, she was mocking the bans, basically saying this whole thing is W rage bait.
Oh, rage bait. I was retarded on purpose. I was just acting retarded. Yeah, doesn't work.
Well, there was also some rumors around the time that this ban was indefinite, meaning it's permanent, that she was never to come back ever on Twitch. And that would be the right thing to do. I mean, it probably should have been the right thing to do, a permaban on the first case of the SA, but certainly after the second one, and certainly after all the shoplifting she has done live on Twitch. Like, do these people really scratch their heads at Twitch and wonder why, like...
My take is very simple. If you commit a crime on stream, you should be perma-banned. You caused an accident because you were focused on your stream. Perma-ban. You ignored a red light because you were focusing on your stream. Permaban. You SA somebody, permaban. You steal, permaban. You run somebody over, permaban. Right? Since the looks maxing dude, like the king of looks maxers, apparently ran somebody over. The stalker. I don't know, the full context. Interesting regardless. If you commit a crime on stream, say goodbye. If you shot your dog on stream, goodbye.
Sponsors don't want to work with them and why nobody respects Twitch as a platform anymore. But yeah, here's the update today. She's been unbanned again. Yep, she wasn't lying when she was speaking the last couple of days saying she's going to make a return, because she is back. So she's done all of this, and now she is officially back on Twitch. I mean, you really can't believe this stuff. People in the comments saying Dan Clancy
Look at Neven. Ha! Surprised. Wait, is that the first time I see her in a ref video?
was definitely on Epstein Island. Here we go again. Brother Asmund setting up for easy content. I mean, that's all you can do with people like this. You farm them for content. I mean, what else can you do if Twitch is not going to do anything about it? I mean, it's actually kind of jaw-dropping that she is, once again, unbanned. Now, people say, you shouldn't be surprised by this. Yeah, I'm not surprised Twitch has done this, but still, as a concept, that someone could do everything that she does and keep getting more and more chances to come back. Why her is kind of the question. And I know, like, people say, like, oh, Dan Clancy must find her attractive or something. She's not even, like, some massive streamer, right? She's not some massive, crazy streamer bringing in...
Dan Clancy cleansing Nina with his CEO Riz, if you know what I mean. Clapping the cheeks. Allegedly. Good day. Hi, Cricket. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. I'm not. By the way, this is a diabolical AI picture. Jesus.
So much money to the platform. Like, I don't understand. Like, this is one of those hills they're dying on for absolutely no reason. They continue on, pretends to be...
Well, she's a woman, so that gives her a pass on this. Of course, right? If this was, I don't know, Tectone, if this was, I don't know, who was it? Who could be like, if this was just any other dude, right? If this was, who knows? I don't know that many male streamers on Twitch, right? If this was like Rakai, Kaisenat, right? If this was any big male streamer, just like, you be gone. You be snapped out of existence because, you know, you can't let that slide, of course, right?
Shocked, exactly. The Dan Clancy Twitch thought bias is in play. And muted words, Nina Lynn, forever. That's probably a very good thing to do. And then, yeah, her username, by the way. I feel like if you have daddy in your name...
That's a man. I'm still saying it. That's a man. I said it in the beginning, but that's a man. That is a dude. 100% that's a dude.
Whether you're male or female, I think you should be permabanned on Twitch, because ain't nothing good is going to come out of that situation, ladies and gentlemen. But let's see some more reactions. Here's Tectone saying, Essays, 2 men live on stream, and has an 8-minute hypercut compilation of theft on stream. These are the streamers Twitch supports. Well, yeah, that's what people are going to associate your platform with. You know, you think about people like Hassan. You know how much damage he's done to the PR of Twitch? Not just because of his actions, but the fact that Twitch supports their actions by not permabanning them, by constantly allowing them to run amok of their TOS. We all know there's crazy favoritism, but this is an interesting case because unlike Hassan, she's not making a ton of money for the platform, so it's just very weird at this point. Flash says she's back. I told you Dan would never ban a woman.
I mean, that's not wrong. Also, interesting seeing Yellow Flash in a ref video. That's really that I've not seen that yet. I've not seen that.
I mean, Dan Clancy saw the situation, said, so there's a shot, okay? I mean, this guy hangs around with women literally a third of his age while being a married man and just continues to run this platform into the ground. When is Amazon going to say enough is enough? Because Amazon is the owner of Twitch, and they still have not gotten a profit. They still have not generated a profit despite buying Twitch years ago. And a lot of it, a great amount of it, comes down to leadership. In fact, I think that is by far the biggest thing going on with Twitch. It's not just their bad infrastructure. It is the leadership. Dan,
why would I, as a sponsor, want to sponsor a platform that lets essentially criminals reign free on my platform? Why would I, as a sponsor, want to support a platform that has no issue Having people committing crimes on stream and reinstating their channels, Twitch accounts, whatever. Why would I want to do that?
Clancy is at the helm here, and he's blown it 24/7, okay? And his interest in hanging around these young women and constantly allowing them to run amok of the TOS and never receive a serious punishment is absolutely crazy, and it's hurting the company and it's hurting streamers. And if you're a content creator or a fan of content creators, you should be very mad at Twitch. Here's another one saying, so let me understand this at Twitch and at Dan Clancy. Are people okay with SA, theft, actual assault? She tried to get multiple people, some of them innocent strangers, to fight her on stream. And child abuse. She has admitted on camera to abusing her brother so severely that CPS was called on them and her whole family fled to China to avoid consequences /
Yeah, that's what I meant with she has a history with abuse to begin with. You need to consider this, right? They fled to China to escape the consequences of her actions. This woman should be in jail for a long time ago. Long time ago. She should be in jail. She should be in jail.
prosecution. Can someone in the criminal justice system please check these people's hard drives and flight itineraries from the late 90s and early to mid 2000s, please? That's another little story about the CPS call. Another thing, she like shamelessly admitted that like she like abuses her brother to the point where like action had to be taken. It's literally insane. You know what her reaction to all this is? Because like nobody's on her side, right? No sane, sentient human being is on her side at this moment. Well,
oh, you be surprised what I got in my comments when talking about this woman. I've got the simp brigade. Got like 5 or 4 people just like they're like being like the defender squad. Trust me, they do exist. It's not many, but they do exist. They definitely do.
She's once again rage baiting, dropping a bunch of screenshots here, a bunch of posts saying she's always back. And yes, I did check, her channel is up and going, so she is live, or gonna be live. Her channel is unbanned officially. And she was also mocking the fact that people were reporting on her being supposedly permanently banned, and now she's back. And whatever this means, I don't know. I haven't suffered whatever affliction she has that makes her say these completely wild things on the internet. I guess I'm too old to understand what she's even referring to, or I'm not with the lingo from her stream. But yeah, that.
To be fair, when she starts speaking, it's like trying to decipher XQC. Same energy. This woman cannot get a clear sentence out that makes sense, and like this hood behavior that she tries to put, which I do not believe that she actually talks like this normally. I do not believe that if you had to flee to China and yet you are Chinese, that you speak this way. Chinese American, whatever. I do not believe that you speak this way normally.
That is the update on the Nina Lynn situation. Again, not a shocking result for the history of Twitch and how they apply their TOS, but it's still just a jaw-dropping reality we live in, where this isn't shocking. That their complete mishandling of the situation was expected, because this is Twitch, and this is how they do things, and they have once again completely dropped the ball on this. And yeah, they're making it very hard to have any respect for the platform as a whole. But anyways, that's going to do for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Yeah, I think I said all I needed to say. This woman should be in jail. There is no doubt about this. And this aspect ratio could be interesting for reactors at least, because Rev's model is more visible. Also, I must say, no big glasses today. No big glasses. That's interesting. That's interesting. Anyways, yeah, she should be in jail. She should be permanent and to be fair, in jail. Straight up. There's no doubt about it. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.